Hey, what's the one thing you can do that by doing it, everything else will become effortless? So that's kind of the question that's phrased a lot in this question, the one from this book, The One Thing by Gary Keller with Jay Papasan. Incredible book. It's just got a lot of like little exercises, but it's basically, yeah, what's the one thing I can do that such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary. And it's not just, for business, but it could be for your finances, your spiritual life, your physical health, your personal life, your relationships. And oftentimes, I think complexity is the enemy of execution. And that's happened to me personally just this last year. I wanted to set up a new business, and there's a lot of little steps that go in the way. A foundation of that would be to publish daily or to publish, and that's become my new one thing. I think by doing that one thing, everything else will take care of itself. So I don't need to spend an hour or 2 hours learning, what's the latest thumbnail. That shouldn't be a focus. The focus should be the one thing is to publish a video, because by doing that, then learning about the thumbnail becomes easier. Same thing with work. I think oftentimes, there might be one project that's important that's going to really drive the needle. And if I can get that one project done, the results are going to speak for themselves. And everything that else that's so little and so urgent sort of takes care of itself. That's been my experience. And I'll just sort of say, it's at the end of the day, it ain't what you don't know that gets you into trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so. A quote from Mark Twain that's written about in the book. Um, and I think the advantage with reading a book like this is it prompts you to fill in the exercises. Um, Again, I think if I think about just my day to day, I think a lot of times I'll spend time on things that have an immediate ROI. I'm answering someone's question, I'm getting an invoice paid, or if it's within my life as an entrepreneur, I'm driving value and creating. I'm able to step into the weeds and really, get some projects done here and there. But again, it's not the one thing. It's not the big strategic project that I need to get done this quarter. And so if I can just maintain that focus of what's the one thing, um, and whether it's, if you're not actually within dealing with these like multiple projects and trying to navigate, which one is the most important, it might be something that for someone it's more about what's the one skill set that I need to develop today. And I think a lot of it comes back to communication. If you're able to articulate not only the value you provide, but the perception of that value as it's seen throughout an organization, I think that's huge. A lot of people, I think, get stuck in the, how to get this done, what's the most efficient way to do it, but they're missing out on the effectiveness of that project and how it impacts the organization. So when I think about kind of my one thing at work, I've got two or three key projects, but really it's kind of an overall one thing that I'm driving towards. And then those projects sort of fit into that. And if I can get those one thing, if I can maintain the focus on that one thing, everything else sort of takes care of itself. Going back to the videos being published, if I can focus on publishing the one video, easy. And there's ways you can, and kind of building off of the video from yesterday, definitely check that out if you haven't already. But the way we set up our environment is going to influence how we behave. And so, yesterday I talked about this broken windows theory, where if I'm walking into an environment and I see, if I'm trying to do my one project at work, but I see that, things were left undone from yesterday, or that people have, um, you know, they're waiting on something that I said I was going to deliver, or if I have some open loops that need to be closed, those are all going to influence how I'm able to perform with my one thing. So there's a way to get the one big thing done, but you also need to set up the environment along the way. So if I think about publishing the video, I basically have like a sticky note on my computer that says publish a video. Simple as that. Just that one thing that's important in terms of building out this channel and reaching out to being able to communicate these ideas. So um, think about that as you kind of look at your New Year's resolutions or your goals for January, what have you. It could be a lot of different things of breaking down the minute minutia of all the details, but at the end of the day, there's probably one thing really narrow it down. But there's probably one thing, one skill, one project, one behavior that if you can install that one behavior, it's going to influence and kind of push along everything else. So pretty cool book. I think it's got, again, a lot of cool little prompts. So if you're into that, check it out. Also, just a good exercise to do. If you're sort of trying to do something and failing, I think it's a good exercise now that I'll try to incorporate going forward. So yeah, check out the book if you like that. But yeah, what's your one thing that you're working on? Let me know. Drop a comment and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Yeah, until next time. Peace.